good for cameras, all good for lights.
Mm-hmm.
The line between confidence and arrogance feels very blurred today.
Yeah.
Most people get the two confused.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think separates them?
Well, arrogance, you're just a bit of a prick. Very simple, you're a bit of a prick. I think confidence comes within. You can be confident and still be a nice person. And I think arrogance is cocky. Not many people like arrogant people, and sometimes I understand when someone can be confident, they can be mistaken as arrogant. But example, if I was to apologize to you as an arrogant person, I could be like, sorry you feel that way. Like, I'm sorry that's how you feel about a certain... It's like not owning up to it. Almost like not taking responsibility. You're almost passing it on, but someone that's confident will be like, oh, I understand. And everything's grounded. I understand where you're coming from. I feel like someone that's confident is always open to learn more. Someone that's arrogant is someone that's, you can believe what you believe, but this is what I believe. And in a way, you can be confident and still do that, but it's being open-minded to, we ain't the same. Like, no one's really the same. Like, we might have the same interests, but we're very different. And it's just, if you go into that path of, okay, you're this person, that person's that person, we're all so different that what does it matter?
I like what you said there about, first of all, definitely comes from within.
Yeah.
There's definitely
100%.
Being content with yourself and like self-assurance and that sort of thing. But then there's also the shifting of responsibility.
Yeah.
I think there's a big bit of confidence that is derived from admitting and owning up to your own ignorance.
Yeah.
Like,
and it's like confidence is, in my opinion, some people can just be naturally confident and very charismatic and whatever. And then there's some people that, I was a nervous guy. I was very, when about a year ago, before I started going to the gym is what made me confident as a person and made me like, I think you got to put in the work for something to be a confident person. You're not, it's very rare that someone is born confident. You have to have something about you. You have to have, like, I don't know, someone that's worked on a business and they've made millions. They're a millionaire. They're confident in what they do. So if you go to the gym, and obviously I can only relate to going to the gym because that's my personal one. That's what made me confident, because before that I was insecure. I came out of a relationship. The reason why I came out of the relationship is because she didn't know who she was without me. She couldn't get over certain things that have happened in the past, and that all came down to insecurities. So I'll admit I cheated in the past. The reason why I did that is because I was insecure. I sought validation through other women because I was like, how the hell is this woman in love with me? She looks like she's amazing. She's a 10 out of 10. She's everything that I want. But I'm broke. I'm out of shape. She's getting compliments left, right, and center. When we go out, the only thing, and this is, I don't know if you relate to this, but if you go out and you have your girlfriend or you were on a date or whatever, another female will never compliment you. And if they do compliment you, they'll always say, oh, you're lucky to have her. Do you realize that happens a lot, right?
That's interesting.
It's a thing that happens. The amount of times
that's very interesting.
That happened to me. I'll be holding my girl's hand, walking down the street, and you were like, oh, she would get a compliment, whatever. Oh, your hair looks beautiful. You're lucky to have her, all the time. And I think that definitely played with my insecurities. So if I was ever out and I was approached, because I wasn't going out approaching women, never did that. But if I was approached, I'd be like, whoa, oh my God, like, you think I'm attractive? That's crazy, because no one ever says that. And at the time, obviously, I don't think I was attractive as well, because I would go to the gym. I used to go to Pure Gym. I used to go at like 2 a.m. because I didn't have a flipping clue what I was doing in the gym, and I was nervous. Like, I didn't want to go in and be like, okay, let me use this machine. And I get it can be quite intimidating, especially if you go to like a commercial gym like that. And I think if you can just do it. Just do whatever I think what a lot of people don't do this day and age is they say, I want to start something, but it's scary. Facts, it's scary. Everything's scary. I'm gonna do a salsa class Friday. I can't do salsa. It's gonna be scary. I know already. All week I've been fearing going to the salsa class, but it's a matter of doing.
Yeah.
Doing it. Why not do it? Why not make yourself look like a fool?
I saw this clip of. Have you ever heard of the motivational speaker Jim Rohn?
Jim Rohn.
I know you know Tony Robbins.
Yeah.
So he was Tony Robbins' mentor.
Wow.
Way back
I need to
in
know
the
that
day.
guy then.
Yeah, he's brilliant. He's brilliant. Check him out.
You.
I'll send you him after.
Yeah, send me.
And he's given a scenario where he's talking to someone and they go, oh, well, why didn't you do it? Oh, because it's risky. It's risky. It's risky. Like, he goes, simply, life is risky.
Yeah.
He goes, here's how risky life is. You're not going to get out alive.
True.
And I think that gives you such a good framework of like, well, what are you putting it off for anyway? You're going to die someday. Like, you might as well do it.
It's so on that fact, no job is safe, really. Even if you go for the safest job. I used to work in Tesco when I was like 16, 17. And there was a guy, I worked on the electrical desk. He worked on the electrical desk for like years. There's people in Tesco that had the badge on that said 30 years. Every time you've been there a year, they give you a new badge, your name on it said 2 years. And there was a guy that had been there for years and years and years. He got made redundant. You're not safe anywhere. Yeah. Tesco, you're not safe. Anywhere, you're not safe. Yeah. So do it. Do whatever your dream is. And if you're under the age, I said that to you earlier, if you're under the age of 23, do it. Do whatever, whether it's the most stupidest thing in the world. You want to be the world's best basketballer. You're not that old yet. You're really not that old. I'm 25 and I go, fuck, I'm going to start doing this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to set up a clothing brand. Yeah, don't get me wrong. I've set up a lot of different businesses and a lot of them have failed. Like, I thought I got into skipping, got really good at it. I was like, do you know what? I'm going to make a skipping rope brand. Got the skipping ropes, got all this. And I realized, damn, it didn't work out. I'm doing everything on my own. It's not worth it. And now, obviously, I got my clothing brand, got a team on board. I said to you earlier, for me, team stands for together, everyone achieves more. It's so hard to do things on your own these days. You don't have to. There's so many young men like yourself, like myself, that can connect and build something together. No one likes to. Would you buy a mansion and sit on it by yourself? No. Well, you want the boys over, right?
Definitely.
And that's the thing. Like, you've just gotta go for things. And there's so many people that don't go for things.
That's true. I think there's a certain kind of, it's a weird type of humility that you have to accept when realizing that you can't do everything. And like there's kind of, I can only speak on behalf of men because I'm a man myself, but I feel like there's this masculine urge to want to be good at everything.
Yeah, 100%.
And it's hard to let go of that. Like, you see all these great things that you could do. Like, I could sit here right now and I can tell you, like, I'd love to learn a language. I'd love to be able to play an instrument. I'd love to be able to do like 4 different martial arts. Like, there's so many things to do. And you can try to do all of that, but you end up, as the saying goes, spreading yourself so thin that you can't end up doing anything at all.
You can't do everything. And would you rather, this is a question for you, would you rather be averagely good at everything or be fucking amazing at one thing?
It's exactly it. Amazing at one thing.
Do you know what I mean? Would you rather be the world's best boxer or would you rather be, I'm okay at boxing, I'm okay at gymnastics, and I can play the flute? Do you know what I mean? Or would you rather be like, no, this is my thing. I'm amazing
boxing
at
world
it.
champion.
I'm an expert at it.
Orchestra flute player.
I played at the, I don't know, Saint whatever church, and I'm a crazy flute player.
Bruce Lee has a really good saying. It's one that I've been thinking about a lot recently, actually. He says, fear not the man with 1,000 kicks, but the man who practiced the same kick 1,000 times.
Wow. I like that.
It's good enough.
I like that.
Bruce Lee was a whole different level.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, Bruce Lee didn't only just train this combat that he did. Was it Kung Fu? It was mainly like, it was a bit of everything, really.
He did a bit of everything, I think, but mainly was Kung Fu.
Yeah. And then obviously he did a lot of meditation. He worked on like this. I think his main thing was discipline as well. There was no one that's probably sacrificed the amount of time that he did training. But I'll admit, I go out every other weekend. But in the week, I'm working hard. And that's the thing when it comes to stuff like that. He probably sacrificed so much time to become Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee had to sacrifice things to become Bruce Lee. He didn't come Bruce Lee just from out of luck, or it wasn't just like, I'm waking up one day, I'm sick of area. Like, he wasn't. He trained. I don't know. Do you see his body? His body. He was
his
ripped.
physique.
He was ripped,
shredded. It must have been sub 10% body fat.
Yeah, it was crazy. And I don't know if you saw any of his clips, like when he would do the nunchucks.
Yeah, crazy.
And he would
in the films and everything.
Yeah, and he would like blow candles out with whatever. That's not luck. That's discipline. That's working hard every day. That's having the mindset of, and everyone knows motivation don't last. You might feel motivated after maybe watching one of these clips, but then after that, the next day, unless you're gonna watch these clips every day, and you have that motivation, it doesn't last. Like, you need that discipline, you need that set routine to get up and go, yeah, I'm tired, but who cares? The day's still gonna go on. The time's gonna be clicking. If you're not doing it, we've got 8 billion people on this earth now. If you're not doing it, Tom's doing it down the road. Someone else is doing it. And what's not to put pressure on anyone or whatever, but that's just what it is now to be the best. To be the best. But if you don't want to be the best, that's fine, because you can still be great without being the best. You still be good. You can still be whatever, but you're not going to be the best.
We were speaking before about Alex Hormozy. And
love that guy.
The quote he has it goes like, confidence is not built by shouting affirmations in the mirror. It's built by having a stack of undeniable proof and evidence that you are who you say you are.
Yeah.
Do you think that discipline to be who you say you are is directly linked to confidence?
Yeah, because because you can bullshit around who you are. And don't get me wrong, you can bullshit. If you're on holiday, lads holiday, you want to make up who you are. Yeah, this is my villa. It's not really a villa, but I've been there. I've done that. I've lied to get like a bit from a girl or whatever. But can you continue that when you get home? Obviously not. Like, it's going to get found out and it isn't work. But if you can back up who you are, you're going to be the most confident guy in the room. Yeah. Because you know who you are. And you know the amount of work that you put in, and there's nothing, no one can strip that away from you. It's like, what I love about going to the gym is that if you go to the gym, unless you take steroids or whatever, but even then you take steroids, you still got to put a lot of hard work in. Not that I think anyone should take steroids, because then you're gonna fuck up your balls and tiny fucking balls, and you're gonna be able to have kids. And I'm trying to have a football team. Not yet though, but later on. But if you look at someone that's in great shape, they've got some sort of discipline. They've got some kind of work ethic, whether it's actually academic or whether it's actually training hard. You can see that from just their physique. And that's what I love about the gym. And like when you see someone athletic or whatever. If you're a runner, not to hate on the running community, because I know running's good or whatever, but I have a lot of people that say, "Do you do any cardio? Because you look ripped and whatever." No, I don't do any cardio. Don't run. I'm not trying to look like Mo Farah. I'm not doing like 20 Ks, whatever like that. I just go to the gym and have an intense, hard session. That's it. I used to do MMA back in the day. That's my only type of cardio. I stopped doing that. But the reason why I did MMA and like kickboxing, did it for like 20 years, is because of the discipline that it gave me. So I had that discipline from young. So growing up, it was like, you can't have a girlfriend unless you can protect her. oh fuck, all right, let me train hard. I remember if you type in Liam Giddy on YouTube, the first thing that comes up is like a video of me at like 6 sparring, and like I think it was like the world. No, it wasn't the world champions. It would have been like the.
Oh, so you competed?
Yeah,
at quite
it was
a
like the
level.
British champions. I was like 6, 7.
Cool.
Did that for a while, and then obviously fell into my boy. I got into ninjutsu.
Ninjutsu.
Yeah, ninjutsu, and I got into like free running and stuff like that. So I learned how to like flips and all that kind of stuff.
It's such an important thing to learn, though. Like you hear people talk, like Joe Rogan's a big advocate for martial arts.
Yeah, I love Joe Rogan.
But it's especially from a young age. Like not only do you learn to fight and protect yourself or other people, but simultaneously you learn to control that side of you.
Yeah,
that aggressive side that wants to inflict harm.
Because I've realized this as well. Very rarely, someone that does martial arts or someone that's done martial arts for a while, someone that's disciplined, you'll very rarely find them in a street fight, and especially starting a street fight, because one, if you do compete and you do whatever, you hurt someone in a street fight, you ain't gonna be able to fight in any competitions again. Well, it'll be very hard for you to get back into competitions, or competing, and you've got to be very careful, because I know there's been accidents where someone's started on someone that does martial arts and they've just knocked him out and then hit their head on the curb and he died. And now you're going down for manslaughter.
Yeah.
And not only are you going down for manslaughter, but you're going down on top of that because now they class it as a weapon now. So if you can do martial arts, it's classed as a weapon.
That's crazy.
That's like a whole other topic to dive into.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know someone myself, I'm not going to name them, but they were involved in a situation where there was a fight, and this person had a big background in boxing, knew how to throw a good punch, clipped him clean, injured them really badly, was potentially facing time in prison.
Yeah.
And you just got to be careful knowing that you are capable of doing that and not letting that kind of get a hold of you.
And that's another thing. If you want to go into the martial arts world, obviously it's great to be able to defend yourself in that way. Because I've only done really striking. Apart from doing the MMA and the odd, obviously, groundwork, whatever like that, I was brought up doing kickboxing. That's it. Kickboxing and Muay Thai from literally the age of 6. So when it came to a street fight, I knew how to throw arms. I don't know how to, like... I do a little bit, so we dipped into it a little bit, but, like, if you want to be in a street fight or you want to be able to protect yourself safely and be able to save yourself as well, I'll say jiu-jitsu.
I was going to say, have you ever tried jiu-jitsu?
I've not done jiu-jitsu. It's on the bucket list.
I
but
didn't.
then, like we said earlier, where do we find the time to do everything? Like everything.
You spread yourself so thin.
Yeah, and you won't be ever good at it, 'cause you'll do 1 class a week, maybe, if you're lucky.
I tried a little bit of it about a year ago, and I was obviously in there. I've not had any grapple work experience in my life, and like all of these dudes have been doing it for years, and I was basically just a rag doll for them. But it's like I've done a bit of boxing, done taekwondo as a kid.
Taekwondo's good.
Taekwondo's good,
I like that.
but nothing
serious.
It's nothing like but no other martial art is like jiu-jitsu.
No,
jiu-jitsu is a whole different.
It's a whole game. It's like it's all.
It's like a chess match.
Yeah, and there are some guys that you don't want to mess with because they were just.
They're thinking 3 moves ahead. You're trying to think of how to get out of a situation.
Yeah.
They've already planned for you maybe getting out of that situation.
Saying that, I remember when I had an MMA match and this guy, his background was jiu-jitsu. Me being me, I thought, but he's not going to touch me because I'll strike him before I was keep a distance, striking, whatever. He got me down on the floor. Yeah. And the whole time, and luckily I was a lot more strong. The only reason why I survived that match because I was so much stronger than him. If we was the same strength levels, I would have been out.
It's the way these people learn to like position their center of gravity as well.
Yeah. And they just know they'll just get you in an ankle lock, or you're not even thinking about I need to protect my ankles, because I always think, okay, you're gonna try and choke me. Nah, they might go for your ankle, they might go for your knee. There's so many different like ways that they can do it. I'm not an expert in jiu-jitsu at all, so I just know that you don't want to mess with them.
Do you think having Do you think having something in your locker is another key component to confidence?
Yes. Yeah, 100%. I feel like if you can carry yourself in a way, but then again, what is confidence? What is confidence?
You're the confidence man.
Because confidence is different for everyone. You can do something confidently. You can walk confidently. You can carry confidence. You can. Yes, it's almost like being able to, like we said earlier, do something. Like Alex always said, do something, have a stack of it to be able to go, I can do it because this is my proof. I've worked this hard. I can do this, or whatever it is. And don't get me wrong, like I said about the salsa class, I'm not confident in salsa, but I can go there confidently, and I can confidently take a fail. How confidently can you fail and still carry on doing it?
I like that.
Do you know what I mean? How confidently can you do something, fail, and then carry on doing it?
I think, how well can you accept the fact that failure is just a big part of life?
Yeah. And if you can get confident with failing, there's no limits. There's no limits to anything. And I feel that is the key of confidence. Being okay with doing things wrong. Learning new things. Oh, I didn't get that right. Oh, okay. Well, let me try it again. And not being like, no, I can never go back here. Like, I was so terrible at that. Stop. Just enjoy it. Enjoy the learning phase. There's a guy who I spoke to who's I don't even know how much money he's buying a £70 million property. So he's obviously loaded. And he said this life is all about learning. You don't stop learning. Everything you learn. And if you fail something, great. That's great. You failed. Amazing.
Big learning.
Yeah. What have you... And I think so many people are so scared of failing because it's cringe. Oh, it's so embarrassing.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want people to look at me that way. I remember when I was younger, I learned how to do a backflip. And we had a show. There was like 500 people watching the show. And I've only just learned how to backflip. And I landed on my head. But when I landed on my head, I was like, fuck, I just landed on my head here. Let me spin out and pop back up. And people was like, wow. And in my head, I was like, I just did a backflip and landed on my head. And people are still impressed. Crazy. But that's just confidence.
Do you know what that is? And courage.
Yeah.
So I saw this clip of Jordan Peterson, right? And he was talking.
That guy as well.
He's brilliant. And he was talking about, because obviously he used to do lectures. He was a professor.
Yeah.
And he said one thing that he really noticed when he would do lectures is he'd have a room full of people, and he may have said something that's a little bit confusing, and you can see in the eyes and the faces of the people he's talking to that they didn't quite get what he said. But they were all too fearful to put their hand up and admit their ignorance to not knowing what he'd just said. But what he did notice is the one person that did put their hand up to ask a question and had the courage to admit that ignorance looked like a hero. Because wow, like they are the person that's not afraid of getting it wrong and
or not afraid to be, I don't know that. And I think so many people, like there's sometimes in one of my old jobs, and it was something, I can't even remember what it actually was, and this is how I know he was a bad boss, because he criticized me for not knowing it. And it was like a technical words to a business. For example, when you A/B test something for Meta, it's basically you're running an ad and you're testing it. If you've never worked in Meta before, and there's so many new content creators that they just make content, post it, whatever. They don't know about the business side of things. I was one of those people. I didn't know anything about A/B testing clips and stuff like that. So I was like, when these guys are chatting about this in the group chat, I was like, I don't know what that means. What does that mean? He's like, that's standard. How do you not know what it means? Da, 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 da. Straight away, it put me down. I was like, I feel so stupid for asking that question. I should have just Googled it after. But that should have been encouraged. oh, yeah, this is what it means. Actually, let me teach you more about this. But I feel like there's so many people that they see that happen one time and they go, I can never be that guy.
Yeah.
I don't want to ask that question. I can never be that guy. But without that person asking that question, no one would have known. Because there's so many other people that were still thinking the same thing as me.
I can relate to that with a particular experience that I'd have like growing up, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'd hear someone in a friend group use a certain like slang word.
Yeah, same
and
thing.
I don't know what it means, but I'm just going along with it. But no one knows what it means.
Yeah,
Everyone's just pretending they know what it means. There's this great thing. I took this from Chris Williamson on Modern Wisdom. It's called the Abilene Paradox. Have you heard of this?
No, but I know he's said something else about. It might be a similar thing that I'm thinking of, but go on.
It might be. I think he made it quite famous. But so the Abilene Paradox, I would get the definition up, but I'm going to try to say it. It's basically, imagine you had a friend, right? Let's say you had a friend called Billy, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if you got a friend called Billy. Let's say you got a friend called Billy.
Yeah, that's it.
Billy's getting married, right? Billy invites you to his wedding, despite him not actually wanting you there, because he thinks that you want him. Sorry, he thinks that you would want to be there.
Yeah.
Right. You accept Billy's wedding invitation, despite not actually wanting to go, because you think he wants you there.
Yeah.
What you end up with is this scenario that's just completely fake and not understood and untruthful, and something happens as a result of that. Now imagine that in a group setting, right? And this is very applicable to so many things in the world today. But with that scenario that I just gave you, like someone says a slang word, right? You don't admit your ignorance because you think everyone else knows about it. But everyone else is doing the exact same thing. Yeah. And no one knows what this word means.
And like you said, there's so many, even obviously, there's so many slang words these days as well. I know that's just an example, but there's so many people that don't know these slang words and they still go, oh, yeah, I like to know it. And I've been one of those people because I don't know. I'm like, I'm slightly older, I'm 25, and it's like, I've got a little brother that's 19, and he was telling me like some slang word. I'm like, oh, yeah. And I'm going, actually, I don't even know, what does that even mean? I try and go along with it, and then obviously, it's about habits of like, if you don't know something, don't be afraid to ask what it means, because that's the best thing you can do. That's what it means, and guess what that does? All in all, build your confidence.
And by avoiding that very quick, short-term pain of humiliation.
Yeah, and it's like, you laugh it off, and guess what? 3 months' time, that's gone.
Yeah, it don't even matter.
Yeah, don't even matter. It's gone.
I want to go
Not
more
even 3
back.
months, but like 2 days, 48 hours. You're not thinking about when I asked that question.
It just fades off.
Yeah, it's gone.
Completely. I want to talk a bit more about this definition of confidence, because I really like what you said about the acceptance of understanding that failure is just a part of life and moving on with it.
Yeah.
I also think that there's another, especially about our Alex Hormozy quote, another thing about confidence. What is confidence? I think another way of figuring out what confidence is, if you think about, what's the opposite of confidence?
Yeah.
Doubt.
Yeah.
I think that confidence is the removal of doubt. If you can go about a situation lacking doubt, that increases confidence.
Yeah.
What do you think to that?
100%. It's the same with being almost nervous. What is nervous? It's just chemicals in the brain.
I had this conversation. I made a clip about this, actually. I had a conversation, a podcast with Jay.
Yeah.
I know you know Jay. And he was speaking about like the whole neuroscience and like brain chemistry to do with nervousness. Nervousness and excitement are the same thing.
Yeah.
One's just negative.
I'm so glad you're saying this.
It's true.
Yeah.
One's negative anticipation and one's positive anticipation.
Yeah. If you can turn all of that negative and you make it exciting, because, okay, you're about to go on stage, and you do something and you're thinking about your lines and whatever, like, oh, I don't know what my lines are, or whatever you might be on stage for. For one, if you knew your stuff, you'd be confident. Go do your work. But let's just say hypothetically, you do your work, but you're nervous about in front of the audience. You know your stuff, but you're nervous in front of the audience. Best thing you can do is be authentic to yourself. What are you like as a person? Are you a bit geeky? If you are, enjoy being geeky. I think in life people are too, like we said it before, like people are too scared of what people think. Why? Why are you scared? Like, if people are gonna, unless you're this evil person that, I don't know, you're an evil person, you do loads of hate crimes and you do all this thing and whatever, why are you scared about people not liking you?
How does someone get rid of the worry about people not liking them?
I think if you can confidently say, I'll take myself for a coffee, I'll have a gym session with myself, I think you shouldn't be worried about that.
Do you know who Dry Creek Dwayne is?
No.
He's this cowboy.
Yeah. I know him.
He's
great guy.
He's brilliant.
He said something similar to that, I think.
He did. He on Modern Wisdom.
Was it Modern Wisdom as well?
He said
something about
I'd take myself for a beer.
Yeah.
I
exactly.
like myself.
Exactly.
I'm a good dude.
Yeah. And if you can confidently say you like who you are, and don't get me wrong, everyone's done sins, everyone's done something bad, you know. But if you do more good than bad, take yourself for that beer, take yourself for that coffee, and enjoy. Like, because not everyone's cup of tea. You're always gonna have negative people in the world. You're always gonna have people that want to put you down. You're always gonna have people that are insecure, and you're never gonna bring them out. But does that make you one of those people? No. Can you change from being one of those people? 100%. I truly believe everyone can change. Whether you've cheated before, or you've got angry and you've had anger issues and you punched someone, or whatever it is, or you used to be a thief back in the day, whatever that is, I believe you can change, because it's all in your mind.
There's a saying, once a cheat, always a cheat.
Yeah, fuck that saying.
Yeah, what do you think of that?
I've cheated, and that makes me. So I guarantee there'll be a girl out there that would still date me and still get married to me and still do all this. And I feel like, what if it's the opposite? What if you need to cheat to find out you'll never cheat again? Because what if a guy's never cheated and you've got no social proof that he does whatever? And okay, say if you've cheated, say this is the worst scenario, you're married, yeah, you got kids, you've cheated. Everyone's found out, you broke the marriage up, whatever. And let's just say it was the one night stand with a woman, and now you've lost everything. You telling me he would do that again? You're telling me he doesn't regret what he's done? Of course he does. Do you think he'll ever do that again?
Probably unlikely.
Probably not. And you yet go, and I'd hate to say this, but I don't find many men saying once a cheat is always a cheat. It's normally women, and that's fine, because overall men probably cheat way more than women do. Well, actually, there's a study found that actually women cheat a lot more than men do, actually. But then it also defines, what do you find as cheating? Like, because obviously people have got open relationships. People might consider you texting another woman with a flirty convo cheating. Some people might not. It's all, when it comes to cheating, it's all different. Like, what are your boundaries? And I feel like that is totally up to you and your partner. Some people have open relationships and you can do whatever you want. There's no such thing as cheating. One of my boys has got, he's in a relationship with his girl, and they've been together fine. They've been together years. They've actually got kids together, and their rule is he can sleep with 3 people. No, he can sleep with one person up to 3 times. After that, not allowed. She can sleep with, because she's bisexual, she can sleep with females whenever, but still same rule, only 3 times.
Interesting.
She's not really bothered about.
That works for them.
Yeah, it works. They're happily together. Wow. They're engaged. It works.
That really just shows that, so it's so like, subjective.
Yeah, it's like, and at the end of the day, people will hate this as well, but men and women are very different.
It's true, man.
Some women can have sex and they get emotionally attached quite easily, and a lot of men don't get attached through sex very easily.
I saw this thing, like a science study of like when men and women sleep together, or men and men, women and women. Yeah. There's
it's like a chemical that is
pheromones. Yeah. And your brain starts to attach to that if it's again and again and again. It starts to pair bond more and more and more. Even after the first time, there's a bit of pair bonding. But that's where the connection does start to generate more and more.
And I think I don't think you should ever cheat, and that's something that I've realized, or not that I've ever. When I cheated, it was a thing that was not helped by the person either. It was basically, I had some texts on my WhatsApp. No, was it on my WhatsApp? On my Apple Watch, and only one part of the conversation was downloaded. So she could only see what she was saying to me, but my messages weren't there, so she could see what I was saying. And I wouldn't even say I've really gave her anything back, but obviously from what it looks like, it doesn't look great. It looks like I cheated. Whatever. I didn't actually sleep with anyone, didn't do anything like that. It wasn't that crazy. And I've cheated in the past as well, where I was on like some TV show, kissed another girl, got to the airport, was like, "Hey babe, I've kissed someone, by the way. Like, they might air it. I'm disappointed. I got really drunk, and I don't know. It was just happened. Don't know how it happened. Just happened. Really sorry. Guess what? Didn't air it. So I could have lied, but I didn't. But that's the main thing. I didn't lie.
Do you not think that like facing it and just being honest is what's helped you grow into the person that you are today?
Yeah, 100%. Like, if I didn't do the things I've done, and I think any wise man would say this, they wouldn't be where they are now. And I'm not saying I'm perfect, because I don't think anyone's perfect. It's just what is perfect to someone. Everyone's got their own definition of perfect, or what they like, or what they want in life. And it comes from the person you date. We probably got very different types. What's perfect to you might not be perfect to me. It's like same with the boys. We've all got different types. Like and it's the same with even like dream houses. What's your dream house like? Mine might be on a beach. Yours might be a penthouse in New York. Like, everyone's definitions are so perfect. And this is when it comes back to like, we're human. Like, we can't control who we are. We can go, this is what the majority like. And this is why when it comes to cheating, and when girls say, "Oh, men always cheat," not every man cheats. Tom or whoever down the road might not be able to get a girl. They might be constantly declined by girls. They might be facing rejection 24/7. And I feel like this is another controversial thing, but I feel like men probably get a lot more rejection than women.
I think a lot of men are responsible for that part of like the interaction.
Yep.
Kind of got to grab your balls and just...
Yeah. And at the same time, a lot of guys don't know how to approach girls properly. Like, I feel like women are always hesitant whether they like you or not, because they don't know you. So you might be very suave and whatever. And like I said, we can't talk about I'm not saying all the women in the world, but just from my experience and just from what I've seen.
80-20, innit? 80%, 20%.
Yeah.
80% of women are.
Yeah, like not many women would approach a guy.
You say a lot of people have their own types, and I definitely agree with you. I think everyone's different, therefore who you will pair with and match with is different. But if you were to draw like a Venn diagram of you and all your friends, and there was the center intersection of what all of you would define are green flags.
Green flags.
What do you think would be at the center for everyone for green flags in women?
I think a green flag for a woman is someone that's caring, open to know you for you. And if you can find, I hate this because I struggle with this as well, but if you can find a woman that can accept you for where you are now, because as young men, a lot of us are probably struggling financially. It's okay to admit that. But if you can find a woman that will be with you at your worst, keep her.
That's a great way of putting it.
Keep her. Marry her. Do whatever. Make sure she never leaves your side. However, I also understand she needs to be reassuring, because in my case, I probably didn't get the reassurance or help, which led me to be insecure, which never worked out in my favor or her favor. And as a guy, all we're trying to do is provide, take care of you, and make sure you feel great.
I think I completely agree with you, by the way. I think that's so true. Like, it's the compassion side, the feel like she actually cares and feels like an emotional attachment. It's
Like, if I lose everything today, will you still be here?
Yeah. When I'm at my worst.
Yeah.
How do you feel about me then?
Yeah. If I broke both my legs and I couldn't carry you down the aisle, would you still be sat on my lap as I wheel down? Where would you be?
Because we're not always going to be at our best as men.
No. Like, you never know. Like, we could get touch wood, this never happens, but a girl might get with me, oh, he looks great, whatever. I get an illness tomorrow. I lose everything. Will you still be there? 50 Cent said in a song, would you love me if I went down? Would you still have love for me, girl? Yeah, so, and it is that, like, because either way, and this is another great topic as well, me personally, if a girl works at McDonald's, I don't care. If you don't even have a job, I don't really care that much. I feel like as men, there's another good quote and I forgot it. It's girls fall in love with what they like to hear, and guys fall in love with what they see. So we are not that girls aren't imaginary as well, but you can talk to a girl and be like, oh, this is what I'm trying to do. A girl loves a guy that she can admire and who is admiral. So a guy that's got a bit of passion, a bit of drive. You don't always need to be like, yeah, I'm a millionaire, But I feel like girls love a guy that's got something going on for himself. Doesn't have to be something crazy. Doesn't have to be like, yeah, I'm flying to the moon and I'm trying to do this rocket project. Just something that gives her security that the future is going to be great with you.
This leads into my next question, which is the inverse of the last one.
Yeah.
What are some pure core green flags that women have for men?
I think for men, a green flag is, well, we can do general ones. Being able to protect.
Yep.
That's what they look for straight away. Being able to provide. Being able to hold themselves in a way that's, they look after themselves, they groom themselves, they make sure they're always looking fly going out, or smelling good. So if you can smell good, the best compliment I've had is, wow, you smell handsome. I'm like, damn, baby, say that again. But smelling good, there's like little things you can do. I don't think you don't have to do the most to please a woman, but it's just setting standards and sticking to them standards.
Yeah.
And making them standards seem like the bare minimum. Like I say to, you want to impress a woman? Buy her some roses. You don't have to buy her a Rolex. Do you know what's as crazy as it sounds? I feel like some girls would be just as happy as if you bought them a Rolex and some roses. If you bought a girl some roses, she'll be like, oh my God. And the roses cost you £5, £10 max. Like you really don't have to do the most. You just have to set standards, have manners, tell her she's beautiful. Cause that's what she just wants to hear, that she's beautiful. Notice their little things. So she's got her hair done, nails done, whatever. I feel like it's just the little things.
It's the thought that counts.
Yeah.
It's a very trite saying.
Yeah,
but
the thought is what counts. And if you can do those things and you can seem like, make her feel like a priority, that's it. and you're good looking and you take care of yourself and you got ambitions. You don't even have to be a millionaire yet, but you've got these goals that you've set, and she can see those goals and she can see herself being a part of those goals, you've won. Unless she's toxic. And if she is toxic and it doesn't work out, she's not the one.
You'll find that out.
Yeah, and that's okay. That's okay.
Back to that podcast with, did you see it? The Dry Creek Dwayne on Modern Wisdom.
The cowboy guy.
Yeah.
I've not.
It's a good one.
I saw like
promoting other podcasts here.
Yeah,
but it's a good one.
Yeah.
If you're watching
I've
this.
saw like a few clips of it, but I've not actually heard it. I've not seen them spoke about. I saw like the aesthetic and where they was looked crazy.
Yeah, it's cool.
But I've not heard them. I've not heard it at all.
So I think he made another clip which you might have seen. I think Chris asked him something about like how to treat women, basically. Yeah. And he's had a very successful marriage with his wife. I think they've had like 5 or 6 kids, big family.
Yeah.
And he says, make her feel special.
Yeah.
You know, just make her feel like she's the only one in the world.
Yeah, that's it.
Very simple, but so often overlooked.
Yeah.
You know, just the little thoughts of, I'm just going to get roses today.
If you're ever going on a date, take 5 minutes to just grab some flowers. That is it. Tell me one girl that doesn't like flowers and she doesn't get chocolate. Because every girl either loves chocolate, flowers, and that's it. And smell good. Smell good on the date, look clean, and just if you're ever in doubt, be yourself and be grounded. Because I know everyone on a first date is very nervous, especially if you really like the girl and you've never met her before. You might be like, oh shit, it's the first time meeting her. The last thing you want to do is turn up to that date nervous, because she's already nervous. She's nervous. And if you're nervous, you're going to be sat there awkwardly, like, even like, I want you to say plan the date, but no, also planning. Planning is a great thing you can do. If you're going to go on a date, plan it. Isn't like, I know it's quite expensive living in London to go on dates. If you plan the date, you can schedule it around happy hours. You can schedule it on in the week where it's cheaper. You can schedule it to be anywhere. You can do anything anywhere because you planned it. So if you don't want to spend that much money, you could even go take her to a coffee shop, get a blank street. Every girl loves matcha these days. Go get a flipping matcha, or take her to a bakery that she's not been to. Girls love bakeries as well. And if you turn up with the flowers, bonus, you're in there. You're honestly in there. And even if you're not in there because she doesn't like the way you look or you're not the same, whatever, you made a good impression. And there's no reason for her to ever spread any hate on your name, just positive. Oh, he was actually a really lovely guy. And what? Then you've been on a date, you boosted your confidence, and on to the next.
How does someone who's...
Get fishing. Be the fisherman.
How does someone who's highly ambitious and wants to achieve big things, entrepreneurial, business, career, how does someone who has that balance it with romance and relationships?
I'll tell you now, it's hard. It's so hard. And I would honestly say, if I'd say this to my little brother, I'd say it to even the younger version of myself, go have fun. Don't get into a relationship too soon unless you honestly think she is the one. Don't bother. If there's any like ups and downs, don't, just leave it. It's fine. You're still so young, and I feel like we're not living in a society anymore where my parents are on at me, 25. When are you gonna have kids? When you gonna be in a relationship again? When you get married? When you do this? Chill. Like, I know some parents can be like that, but we're not back in 2025. House prices like this, you're not going to get married straight away. And if you do, I'm not saying it's not uncommon to do that. I mean, it is uncommon. Actually, marriages have gone down like quite a lot recently. Like, the percentage dropped hugely. So less and less people are getting married anyway. But it's don't put stress on it. Put yourself first, because I'd hate to be that guy of a realist. I don't want to make this sound come across negative, but you could be in a 5-year relationship, 20-year. My mom and stepdad was in a 23-year relationship, and they just parted ways. I couldn't get my head around it. They moved on within like a few months. New partners. One's now married to someone else, and one's been with the other guy and moved to Cornwall and lives in a caravan. Like, you can't control people. And if you get into a relationship and it's with the wrong person and you try and control them, deep down you're never going to be satisfied, because you can't control them. You know deep down they don't really want to be here. So you can either do two things. You can either try and control them still, and know deep down you're not going to be happy, and you know they're not happy. Or you can do what you should have done, stuck to the plan, completed your business, be the person that they want to date, and you'll never be in this problem.
That's such a good point, Liam, because trying to control people, you just end up having a person who you don't like anyway, because they're just not real.
Because they're not the person that you want them to be. And if you love that person anyway, which is the hardest thing in the world to do, you have to let them go. And then if you cross paths, the best thing you can do is let them go, and then go, right, how can I become the best me? What are my next steps to become the best version I can become? I know I'm not going to be the best, and also you want to look at it as like, I'm never going to become the best version, because there's no limits to what I can do. If you can think there's no limits, and you can be like, the sky's the limit, you're unstoppable.
I know you know Adam Carolio as well.
Yeah.
This was we'd done 2 podcasts together now, him and I.
Wicked.
The first one we largely spoke about how you climb to one peak.
Yep.
And then you look up and you
and
see
then
there's
it's
even
another
a peak
Everest up there. Like, damn.
Perfect is impossible.
Yeah.
You're always going to see there's a peak even higher to climb, and you just have to keep going and going and going.
There's no limits to anything, and if you put a limit on something, you're just limiting yourself.
You're someone who's, and you openly admit this, made a lot of mistakes and learned from them.
Yeah, of course.
Been through breakups with women who you might have thought that were the one.
Yeah.
Been deeply romantic.
Yeah.
How does someone who's going through that right now, the breakup,
if you're
losing the dream, how do you deal with that and come
back from that? If you're going through a breakup, congratulations, because you're about to become the best version of yourself. You've got all the time in the world to now go, wow, this person took a lot of my time. Like my ex, for example, we got together. It was like a movie. The whole thing was like a movie. 3 weeks we met, dated whatever 4 weeks maybe. We got into a relationship after like a month or so. 3 months, 4 months later, we moved in. Lived together for like almost 5 years. And when I was working in Bristol, we had separation anxiety to the point where if she would not feel comfortable sleeping alone at night, I would not want her to sleep alone at night. So I'd travel all the way back home to Nottingham at the time to just go spend the night with her, sleep with her. And then not sexually, just literally sleep next to her, cuddle her, whatever, maybe watch a film or something. So I finished work at 5. I'm not getting back till like 9 p.m. And then stay awake with her, try and watch whatever till 10, 11. And then I'm falling asleep and I'm back up at 5 to go drive back to Bristol when I could have stayed over in Bristol. So I feel like, and all the weekend as well, when I'm on my days off, I would watch some bullshit show that I would get into. I wouldn't watch anything like that. Like we watched the whole season of Office or Two Broke Girls. Example. Why the hell would I would never watch Two Broke Girls by myself. I'd rather watch a marketing video. How I can do this, how I can do that, how I can do this. But I was so comfortable and so happy being within her presence that nothing else mattered to me. Oh, babe, should we go Costa? Yeah, we'll go Costa. Let's go Costa. I'll get it. Like, whatever. Babe, I'm going to get my nails done. Yeah, I'll pay for your nails. And you become that much in love that you don't realize that you're not allowing yourself to grow because you're content. Don't be content in life. Be, what is the next thing? Heartbreak, congratulations. If you're going through a heartbreak, you're about to become your best self. You're about to do things by yourself. You're about to go to the gym. And yeah, it sucks. But everything sucks at the start. Everything sucks. When you're trying to grow, when you're trying to learn something, when you're trying to be good at something, the start always sucks because you're shit at it. You're not good at it. But then you become better. Obviously, your pain gets less and whatever. Honestly, for me, when we first broke up, I was in Miami. However, she broke up with me while I was at the airport. So now I'm on a 7.5 hour flight.
That's all you're thinking about.
Yeah, so I was sat there like, I don't get it. Like, what went wrong? A week ago I was looking at engagement rings and now we're breaking up. What? Like, my whole future, like, I'm sat here thinking everything that I'm doing, or the reason why I went to this shit job and everything I did was for our future. And my shit job is one of the biggest reasons why we didn't work. She didn't like my job. I didn't like my job. And now I've left my job. And now it's one of the best things that's ever happened to me. So you can sit and hate it all. You can feel sorry for yourself and you can be like, what's the point? And you can turn into some fat slob and do whatever. Like, I smoked a lot of weed at the time and I went gym. Probably you shouldn't smoke as much weed as I did at the time, but I did, and I got through the work. It made me more creative a little bit, whatever. But that's what I did for months. Got wham, got confident. Was like, oh shit. Actually, going to the gym made me more confident, which then made me go out, then put myself in different places that then provided different opportunities that then made me be able to network with other people. And as you start to network yourself, your network becomes your net worth.
Yeah.
And now you're living this dream. Yeah, you might have lost this person that was whatever. And I'll always sit here and say, she was my first love. Like, I actually planned the whole future, but I was always living in the future with her and not the presence. Big thing where I think I messed up personally because I would always be stressing. Always be stressing. And on top of that, I was insecure. And there was loads of other things that was just going on. And I think if you're not in a relationship now, work on yourself and let the right person come to you.
That's so interesting.
Yeah.
I think you're spot on with that. I think that the pain of something going on is what gives you the energy to transform into something.
It's fuel.
Alchemy. Yeah. Like, you take this and you're like, I want to be that.
Pain is fuel.
Yeah.
Get your heart broken. We're going to go for it.
What are some signs that the relationship you're in might not be the one?
That's a good one. I think it's when you lose sight of your own goals and that person takes away from what you actually want. Like, what is your goals? Like, sit back and think, because I feel like sometimes you can accommodate for the other person and lose track of what you want. Now, if you do that, as for me personally, in my story was always about our future, us. Like, and don't get me wrong, I didn't start thinking like this until I got older. Like, it was very much at the start, everything's fun, everything's games. Like, I was modeling full time. We was basically living in hotels. We was living a life. It was sick. And I never thought about saving money. I never thought about anything else. And I think not that, obviously, I was young, don't get me wrong. I was like 20, like 19, 20, and all that was just like, it was almost like a fantasy and you forget about reality. And I feel like when you get, and this is another thing that's stopping me getting into a relationship now, is because I'm so busy with my own business. And I'm 25, like, but I'm so busy with my own stuff that I know as a person, if I start dating someone and I do like you, I'm going to get addicted to being with you. I've not got self-control with the fact that I can pull myself away from it, because in my opinion, love is like a drug. And they say, there was I'd have to find a quote of it, or the scientific basis analysis or whatever it was. They say it's like when you come from a breakup and you've been with someone and you're with them a lot, it's like coming off a drug addiction. Like you're still craving that person. That's why you're upset. If you was addicted to doing drugs and you was doing drugs every day and you was doing whatever, same way you was with that person every day, it's the same addiction. You're addicted to being with that person, and that's why you're so devastated. And I think if you can hold your own and learn the fact that if someone walks away, let them walk away. Let them walk away. Like, don't control them. I'm not saying if they're unhappy, whatever. If they're unhappy, they're unhappy. But if you really want to be that person, you want to stay with that person and whatever, ask them, what do you need from me? What is it that is missing for you? Don't be like, no, stay. Don't beg them to stay. Don't do whatever. Don't be that person trying to hold on to them tight, because that's the last thing they want. They don't want that. That's the reason why they're walking away.
It's true. It's like,
do you know what I mean? But if you can pull back and be like, okay, what do you need? Oh, you need me to be more like this. Okay, well, that's gonna take me time. Like, okay, I understand. Now the question is for you: can you cope with not being together for that time to allow you to grow?
Yeah.
And be okay and content with the fact that she might get with someone else. Is she gonna be okay with you getting with someone else? And that's what ends up being the whole messy thing with all that stuff. So it's like,
one of the things that makes your advice around confidence and you know, how to approach relationships and dating and stuff is the fact that you're a person who's moved from insecurity to booming confidence and a level of self-assurance that probably gets you in a lot of places that you want to get into. What is one thing that has really done that for you along that journey?
So one thing that's definitely gave me confidence is I don't know if you can tell by the way I talk, I can't fucking sing. I can't sing at all. I'll be honest with you, I cannot sing.
You're not the only one, man. I'm terrible. People hate when I sing.
I remember being at college, and the only reason I went to this performing arts college is because my best mate went to it. And then I dragged my best mate into it, who also can't sing. And, you know, the whole college is there. And at the start of the college, at the start of the new term, what they do is one at a time, you go and sing, and in front of the whole college, in front of the whole staff, whatever. And we're in warm-up. And one of the guys, I'm on stage, whatever, but, you know, warming up, whatever. Everyone's here. And he kegs me and pulls my pants down. And I'm the first person to sing. And everyone saw everything. Soft. Soft. Yeah, it was horrible. And that built my confidence. And there was another time where I had an audition for, I want to say, it was Aladdin. I had an audition for Aladdin. Yet again, I can't sing. And apparently I was meant to know this song. I didn't get the song sent to me before, like, when I got to the audition, it was like, oh, you're singing this song. I'm dyslexic. I'm like, fuck. I can't sing. I thought this was a dance audition. I can't even do karaoke when the words are literally in front of me. Never mind having to do a musical theatre song. That's whatever. And I got into the room and I was just like, this is awful. I can't sing. I know I can't sing. And I've been given this piece of paper. I'm chatting to the pianist who's about to play. And I'm just, the thing that I want to do right now is just say, hey, everyone, I'm just going to leave it. You're not going to give me the job. I know I'm not going to get a job. I'm sat here talking to a pianist. I know I'm not even going to get a job. But I was like, I think this is the day where my confidence went from here to here. Because I was like, I'm just going to try. Actually, I'm just going to try. I'm going to have a laugh. I'm going to laugh about it. I'm going to be honest with them. Like, I don't know this song. I only found out I was doing this song today. I'm not the greatest singer, but I'm a performer, and that's why I'm here. Did it as a laugh. Bit embarrassed at the start, is what it is. Left, I was like, do you know what? That wasn't even that bad. And from those 2 times, and then always on the back of my mind, whenever I do anything where I might be like, oh, I don't feel too comfortable about this, is what's the worst that can happen? Am I going to remember this in a month's time? Am I going to remember it, 'cause you might remember it, but am I going to remember this feeling of being nervous? Probably not.
It's like
I might be able to relate to it, but am I going to be like, oh, it's done now? It's moved on.
People are too afraid to try it because they fear failure. But in truth, the only way to guarantee failure is by not trying.
Yeah. It's like football. I've done a foul. I've got a penalty. Oh, yeah, but it's the world's greatest goalkeeper in that. Oh, I might as well not take the penalty. Why would you not take the penalty? You want to take the penalty because you're definitely gonna miss if you don't shoot your shot. And it's the same with guys when they approach girls. Like, you're so afraid that you're not gonna get the girl, but if you make the aim not getting the girl, because it's another thing. You might see a girl in a club, whatever, you like her, you want to approach her. But don't go with, I always say to guys, don't go up to a girl in the club and go, can I have your number? Can I get you on Instagram, whatever? Because how do you know you even like her anyway? Because I used to be in the model industry. I met very pretty girls that are people that I don't want to associate with because I've met them and go, wow, you're really good looking actually. Chat to them, actually, you're an arse. I don't actually want to be a part of you because I don't like the way you are as a person. That's fine. So if you go and approach a girl and you're like, oh, can I get your number, whatever, don't do it. Like I said before, go up to her, hey, you're very pretty. What's your name? Says her name, whatever. Well, I just want to let you know you're the most beautiful one in here. I just want to introduce myself. I'm Liam. Whatever. And if she's giving you something back, then maybe ask for the socials, because socials are so much less intimidating than the number. People don't want to give their number out straight away. Ask for the socials. And if you're not even on that vibe, the best thing I say is go up to a girl and say, you're very beautiful, whatever, and then walk away. If you see her later on, you see her later on. If you don't, you don't. Let fate be fate.
You leave the bait out.
Yeah, leave the bait. If she likes you, she won't let you walk away anyway, and she'll want to keep on the conversation, and you probably make her nervous or whatever. But if you smell good, you groom yourself, and you hit gym, and you're looking good, what's the chances of something happening? You don't know. And even if that vibe is not that vibe, and you're grounded, and you're very friendly, and you maybe crack a joke here and there, and you're a funny guy, she'll want to know you for you anyway. Because you're authentic. She can tell there's nothing fake about you. You're just being yourself. And I feel like some guys try and fake to be this, oh, I'm so nonchalant, I'm this guy, Girls see right through it. And I hate to say it, but girls are so much better than guys than seeing you for who you are. I feel like we as guys are very easily tricked. Not to say that girls aren't tricked, there's footboys out there that can trick girls very easily, but we're very gullible, I feel like. And I've met girls. I was with some girls not long ago, and I was like, I felt like one of the girls. They was telling me about this and that, and I was like, rah, you actually do this kind of. You actually like talk about boys, and you actually like give full girls give details. I didn't realize how much we as men we miss all the details, and we just get straight to the point. But that's because we're guys, we're more logically wired than girls. Girls are more emotional. And as growing up, I've noticed this so much more, that it's not about, say something happens, it's not about what happened for a girl, it's about how it made them feel, or how the feelings were involved, or whatever it was. It's more about the principle of how that made them feel, rather than what you actually did.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
It's like, if you want to approach a girl,
yeah,
would you say the best way to go about it is by making them feel something?
Good? Yeah, making them feel, the best thing you can do is make them feel comfortable. If you go in, you're nervous, you're going to make them nervous.
There's big gap in the world today. A lot of young men are searching for role models.
Yeah.
People like yourself. People are looking for people like yourself.
Hey, try.
But they want to learn how to be confident and learn how to, identify a good woman, approach a lady in the club and when you're out, whatever. And then there's also been a big impact by certain people like Andrew Tate on stuff. On young men today.
Do you know what's crazy about that? So I know he's hated quite a lot, but due to my algorithm or whatever it is, I've not seen a lot of the bad stuff he says. So when people talk about it, I'm like, oh wow, I've never heard it.
Yeah, that's the same for me as well.
Like, I've not seen crazy bad stuff that he said. I've only ever seen like the good advice stuff that he says, and obviously I've seen some things where he's been a bit of a lad and he's like, but this is more aimed at the guys where it's like tough love almost. I feel like his approaches, and obviously I can't even reference some of the things that he said about women or whatever, because it's just not on my algorithm, it's not on my page, I don't see it, I've not seen it, but I know a lot of people have spoke badly about him, or he's not a great guy or whatever. But I can't sit here and say, man, like Top G's said anything that I've seen that's crazy bad. Even though I'm obviously everyone said something bad, and obviously he's got a lot of cameras, everything on him, whatever. But financially, advice and other stuff, advice and like about working hard and stuff like that, I agree with some of the things that he said.
I would say the same at large. He had a big impact on me when he first became big. I was like 16.
Yeah.
Just about to sit my GCSEs. I didn't really care.
Yeah.
And he came up, and I remember the first video that I saw of him was the my vape's done charging video.
Yeah.
And then I started to watch more of his content, and I remember saying to my mum, like, there's this guy on social media, and like he's got me quite motivated to, just start working hard and start becoming someone who, I actually respect myself, I think he's done a lot of that for young men.
Yeah, no, 100%. I feel like there's a big stigma on him about doing whatever, and I've got friends that fucking hate him. And obviously they've seen clips of him, whatever. I saw that exact same clip about the vape. Stop me vaping. I was like, do you know what? Yeah, it's fucking right. I should stop vaping, actually. Because what is it? He kind of broke it down and made
Flavoured air.
Yeah, he made me feel silly about vaping. And obviously vaping's not good anyway.
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty sure smoking cigars are better than doing vapes. Because, like, I said to my brother vapes. And I was like, what's in the vape? My mum vapes. I was like, what's in the vape? Because she got mad at me for smoking a cigarette. I was like, I don't even smoke cigarettes. Like,
it's the fact you can just sit indoors and just constantly keep
I had one
away.
cigarette once, and my mum saw whatever, and I'm very open with my family and open to my parents about everything, and I was like, yeah, I smoke a cigarette. You vape? What's in your vape, by the way? She couldn't tell me.
It's just like this is
You
tasting
know
as well.
vape.
Chemicals from China.
But what's in this cigarette? Tobacco. Yeah, I know it's not bad. I know it's bad for me and whatever. But I can tell you what's in it. It's tobacco. What's in the vape? What's in the vape? You can't answer it. So, cigarettes over vapes, or just don't do any of them. But I know sometimes, if people smoke cigars and it's kind of cool and whatever, and I smoke cigars now and again if I'm, with the boys or whatever. It's natural, isn't it? Like, I feel that's just is what it is. But the vapes are terrible.
Terrible, man.
Yeah, the vapes are absolutely terrible.
I saw a study where it's like the decrease in like sperm count, and it's like shrinks men's testicles and like
popcorn lung. I rather have black tar in my lungs than bits of popcorn looking.
If you look at the end of your vape, I remember I used to vape as well.
Yeah.
I looked to the end of the crystal bar.
Yeah.
You have like 2 hits, you can see all the stuff that's collected in it already.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Do you know what's even mad? Yeah, so I was in IB for last year, and this girl had a vape, and I was like, do you know what? Let me have a bit of vape. I'm like, fuck it. I'm an IB for whatever. Bit drunk, had a vape. on it. And I was like, oh, do you know what? I know it's really bad for you. I'm not obviously going to vape when I get back anyway, but it's cool, flavoured, whatever. And then out of nowhere, I started not even like, I wasn't necessarily like throwing up, but I was heaving. Like, I don't know what it was, but I cannot smoke. Even if I want to smoke vapes, my body will not allow me to smoke vapes. And I smoke, I drink, or whatever, here and there. But vapes, there's just something about vapes that, like...
Oh, it's terrible, man. And they're sold in, like, sweet shops for kids.
Yeah, yeah. And they advertise it like bright coloured candy floss flavour, whatever. Just, like Andrew said, stop pumping another vape, man. It's shit. It doesn't do anything for you. Honestly, go get yourself a protein bar.
If you were in if you were a ghost in the room and you saw yourself, your younger self, in a club, and you'd face rejection again and again, struggle to overcome that. You see a girl, you're attracted to her, you like her vibe, you like her energy, you want to get in there.
Yep.
How do you go about getting over that fear of rejection, and what's your first move in that situation?
I'm telling myself, don't bother. Go home, go gym, go work. Don't worry about a girl right now. No, I'm joking. I think, honestly, it's like life. The whole thing is the same thing. Whether it's failing, because, you know, when you go to approach a girl, you get rejected, the first thing you're thinking, I'm a failure. I failed. But people really need to understand that doing that is only going to benefit you more, failing. Like, going to a girl, getting rejected, oh, well. There's, like, how many other girls in the world? Flipping millions. Why would... And this is another thing as well, but I get it in a way. If you really like the girl, like, you do get strung up and we do create whatever. But I feel like as you get older, you will start to realize that people are people. You can get rejected 1,000,000 times and it does not matter. Doesn't matter. Like, if you get rejected 100 times, there's still 1,000 people. And it's the same thing with, like, you post content online and you might be like, oh, only 100 people saw it. That's quite a lot of people, though. So if you've been rejected by 100 people, maybe it's something that you go, okay, it doesn't matter, but at the same time, what can I work on to not get rejected? You can think about it two ways. You can either go, fuck it, let me keep trying, when I get to the 1,000th person, like, and I'm still getting rejected after 1,000 people, because you're not going to get rejected after 1,000 people. Even realistically, if you spoke to 100 people and you moved to 100 people, unless you're doing something really, really weird, you'll probably not get rejected by 100 people. You might get rejected by 10 people, but speak to one, and you might get a little thing with one. If you speak to 100 people, I guarantee 10 of them people are at least gonna chat to you back, at least, and you're definitely gonna get someone on social media. At least you chat to 1,000 people, and you get 10. Like, the more people you talk to, the more times you get rejected, is the time that you realize and go, okay, well, maybe let me try this approach next time. Like, don't ever look at it as like a negative thing about getting rejected, because it never is. It's only, okay, that happened this time. Let me try something else. Use it as a game. Have fun with it. Like, as a young man, you should never, unless you're like in your 40s, I think even in your 30s, it's cool to get rejected. But if you're in your 40s and you're getting rejected at that point, something's not fucking right. Like, I'll admit, you need to take a step back. You need to go work on yourself. And if you get rejected all the time, you need to take a step back and go work on yourself and figure out how you can be the best you. I think if you always come back to, okay, how can I become better? You're never going to lose. There's no such thing as losing if you're always trying to become better. And what is losing to you?
If it inspires a positive change.
Yeah, if it inspires... You could not have put that better. If you get inspired with a positive change by getting rejected, why is that a bad thing? It's not. You're just learning more. becoming a better, and sooner or later you're not going to get rejected. And sooner or later you might be the one that's rejecting. And when you're the one that's rejecting, you never think about how the other person's feeling. You might go, oh, I felt bad. Anyway, what are you saying? And then that's it, gone. It's like a split second. Maybe you might feel bad for whatever, maybe max a few days.
Accepting the rejection for what it is.
Yeah.
Taking on board the mistakes and the things you didn't get so right.
Yeah.
Rectifying that and making a change in the future.
And if you always come back to, and you become the best me, you cannot lose in this world if you accept failure and you love it. If you love failure and you love rejection and you love all these negative things, sooner or later, no doubt about it, the wins are gonna come, and not only the wins are gonna come, they're gonna feel crazy beautiful. They're gonna feel like that drug or whatever, and you're gonna get addicted to. Oh wow, actually, I love these wins. But then I didn't get these wins without doing these losses and losing all the time. Like out of these 100 losses, I made this one good win that made all these losses nothing. And then you're just constantly on this win, and that win will take you higher. And then, okay, you might get put into a different bracket of something else, or your type might be like, oh, I love this like type of model now, that's like this and whatever. And then you might go for models, and you might get rejected a lot more, and then you go for more models, and you get rejected. And then one model might be like, oh, actually, I like this guy, like he works himself quite a lot and whatever. But you're never gonna get to that point unless you have these rejections, these losses, these moments where you gotta, okay, how do I become the better version of myself right now?
And I suppose in that, you can find a lot of gratitude and be grateful for the fact that you did experience them losses, because they're the things that really made you the person who you are.
The amount of times I got rejected in school, because especially I grew up in Nottingham, near Mansfield, not many black people, not many mixed race people. And at that time as well, in my era, Justin Bieber was the icon. So being black, mixed race, ain't too popular for the ladies at the minute. Like when there's not really like a demand for us at the minute, until Jaden Smith came along, did Karate Kid, and everyone's getting chorus. But there wasn't anything. So if you can get that rejection early and become better, you're winning. If you get that rejection later on in life, you won't know how to deal with it later on in life, because you'll be like, oh, I've only ever won. I've only ever got good things. It's like, I don't know if you've ever seen when really rich people, rich kids that have always had like wealth within their life, and then they get stripped and they don't know what to do with themselves. They're like, oh my God, like daddy and mummy's money's gone, like I don't know what to do with myself. Like if you went through the struggle, you'd be used to the struggle. If you've hit rock bottom before in life, you know if you're rock bottom, the only way next is back up.
The only way is up.
Yeah. If you're literally at rock bottom, and I've been in some really, really low points, the only way, like you there's no point in being sad about it, because you're at the bottom now, and it couldn't get better from here.
For someone who's listened to this podcast today and maybe puts themselves in the bracket where they feel like they lack confidence and they faced multiple rejections, feel like they're not getting where they want to get, and they're not finding the right partner, and they're in this big model feeling really confused, but they feel inspired after hearing you speak today. What are 5 key tips that you would like to leave with them to take on with their day ahead? And maybe if they're going on a date, maybe that evening, the night after, what are your 5 key things you would like to leave with them?
Number 1, be authentic. Be yourself. Number 2, make sure you're smelling good, because every woman loves a man that smells flipping good. So if you have to, I don't know, there's like dupes or whatever, get yourself a dupe. Be polite. Politeness goes such a long way, and I feel like a lot of people aren't polite. Just like standard stuff, polite, whatever. if the date doesn't work out, it's fine. If you're stressing about this date being, oh, I hope she likes me, I hope she's the one. Brother, there's about 20, not even 20 million, there's billions of other women out there for you. It's okay. And my final one is be grounded and know what you want out of the date. Or whatever it is. Whether it's a date, you're meeting someone, whatever. Know what you want out
That
of
one
it.
hits the home run because it's so easy to fall in the trap of trying to please the other person.
And then if you do that and you're trying to be what they want, you're not going to be happy. And if you're not happy, you're going to want to leave, and they want to, it's like the same control thing, and it all runs back into the same loop.
And then it just messes.
Just be yourself and don't stress. Don't worry, don't stress. Enjoy life.
Liam, thank you very much.
Thank you.
That's good.
Thank you.